On this all-new episode of Nightlife, we celebrate a very special milestone for Alex Pietrangelo.
Fans, for the 1,000th time in his career, make some noise for Alex Pietrangelo!
And we hear from his teammates on what makes number 7 so special.
Unbelievable teammate, awesome guy to be around, 2-time Stanley Cup champ, Olympics, you know, the list goes on and on.
Plus, we sit down with Alex to reflect on his career as a whole.
I think when you're 18, you almost get too wrapped up in the game, and I think that's when you have a family and kids, when you really step back and realize that, you know, it is a job and we're going to do it to the best of our ability, but it's the people in the job that make us special come to work every day.
All of that and more this week on Nightlife.
St. Louis Blues select Alex Pietrangelo.
Drafted 4th overall in the 2008 entry draft.
Alex Pietrangelo was mature beyond his years,
They scored! Pietrangelo let it go!
evolving into one of the league's top offensive defensemen.
Score! And the Blues have won.
Their captain, whose commitment to winning led the Blues to a first Stanley Cup. 3 seasons ago, Pietrangelo brought his skills to the bright lights of Vegas.
Score! Alex Pietrangelo has his first with the Golden Knights. Pietrangelo walking in as a trailer. Backhand! Score!
Pietrangelo, a wrist shot, scores! The Vegas Golden Knights win the Stanley Cup.
2-time Stanley Cup champion. Into the zone with Pietrangelo. Stone looking to Pietrangelo, and he scores! Overtime win. Make some noise for Alex Pietrangelo.
Welcome into this all-new episode of Nightlife. It goes without saying that playing in the NHL is physically demanding. The day-in and day-out grind of an 82-game, 7-month season is unmatched in professional sports. And that doesn't even count playoffs, which Alex Pietrangelo has seen plenty of. That makes number 7's most recent milestone of 1,000 games played all that more incredible. Drafted by the St. Louis Blues back in 2008, the game-changing defenseman has seen just about everything there is to see in the NHL. Our very own Gary Lawless put pen to paper to display the evolution of Alex Pietrangelo, both as a player and, even more importantly, as a person.
The numbers outline Alex Pietrangelo's hockey story. But even a guy named Petro needs inspirational fuel. And for Alex Pietrangelo, his family is the wellspring of everything he's accomplished. Alex may be the only one physically wearing that number 7, but all 6 of the Pietrangelos are spiritually jammed into the jersey. Alex carries his wife Jane, along with kids Evelyn, Oliver, Theodore, and Julia everywhere. They are with him in everything he does. I don't get to where I am without them, Pietrangelo says. The kids, they keep me going. They love watching me in warm-up. My wife, well, there are games when I come home and I'm just like, what was I doing? You go through lulls in the season and she's as honest as they come, and I love her for it. And she puts me right back in my place and off I go back to work. And you need that, right? You need that. 1,000 regular season games, 132 Stanley Cup playoff games, 142 goals, 454 assists, 596 points, 2 Stanley Cups, gold at the Olympics, the World Cup, and World Juniors. At 34, there's lots more runway for a player still operating at the height of his powers.
On the wraparound!
Dad and husband first, future Hockey Hall of Famer second. That's Alex Pietrangelo. It's the way he wants it and the way he lives it. There was no pause as he stepped away from his team last season when his Evelyn needed him most. She suffered a brain injury and lost the ability to walk, talk, and eat. Dad missed 9 games. He was prepared to miss the season, maybe more. What's more important here? If she hadn't have gotten better, I would have stopped playing. No problem. No problem, declares Alex. His teammates look up to him, and he's big brother to many of them. He makes us shine, says VGK captain Mark Stone. He's a consistent workhorse. He plays a lot of minutes, plays against top lines, plays the power play and penalty kill. He's been one of the top all-around defensemen in our game for a long time. Doesn't put himself above the team, really just gives his entire effort for the betterment of the team. Pietrangelo is single-minded when it comes to hockey. He's in it to win it, no question. And that competitive drive can be all-consuming. I get my wires crossed all the time. Just ask the guys, he says. Oh yeah, he's earned his other nickname, Squirrel Man, giggles a teammate. His next game will be 1001. 242 of them have been with the Golden Knights. The Stanley Cup followed him from St. Louis to Vegas, and he'd like it to stay here. Winning a third Stanley Cup, a fourth even, that's why I came here, for the chance to win. That's why we play, he says. And with Alex, both the player and the person, we've learned those aren't just words. He's a man of action. Just ask his teammates and his family.
Time for our first break here on Nightlife. Coming up next, we chat with some of Petro's teammates before his milestone game.
I say it time and time again. I mean, the guy's an absolute horse. He's a #1 D-man for a reason. Sometimes I sit there just as his partner on the ice with him and thinking like, how the hell did he just win that battle? But he does.
Keep it locked. Nightlife on Scripps Sports will be right back. Welcome back to Nightlife.
Hey Petro, Stammer here. Just wanted to congratulate you on 1,000 NHL games played. That's an amazing milestone. Obviously a testament to the type of character and hard worker that you are. An amazing career so far. To be the captain of a championship team and then to have a second championship with another team is really impressive.
I'm so happy to be a small part in the celebration of your 1,000th NHL game. I've seen the lows, losing in the conference final against the San Jose Sharks, and boy have I seen the highs, winning the Stanley Cup in Game 7 in Boston and scoring the game-winning goal.
Hey Petro, it's DP. Just wanted to congratulate you on Game 1000. Obviously, we had some great times together winning the Cup in St. Louis. But not only that, I think all the great times that my family and I spent with you and Janie and the kids, those are moments I'll cherish forever.
Petro has certainly made an impact on so many throughout his time in the NHL. In his time with the Golden Knights, he's brought incredible leadership, passion, and so much more. His teammates had some special thoughts for number 7 on his special night.
Hey Petro, Whitey here. Just want to congratulate you on your 1,000th game. Massive milestone for obviously not only you, but your entire family and your support system. And it's probably a lot of stuff I could say for a guy like yourself, but first and foremost, unbelievable teammate. Awesome guy to be around. 2-time Stanley Cup champ, Olympics, you know, the list goes on and on. One of the best defensemen in the world, not only speaking for myself, but, you know, many other guys around the team and probably the league. Thanks for being, you know, a great guy to look up to and a great person to follow and just a great overall leader in person.
Petro, I wanted to congratulate you on your 1,000th NHL game. Quite an honor. I'm sure Jane and your children are very proud of you, as are your teammates and your family around you. So it's been a pleasure for me to coach you the last year and a half. We've had some great moments winning a Stanley Cup together, and hopefully we'll have many more.
Hey Petro, your D partner here. Just wanted to say congratulations on 1,000 games. It's an incredible accomplishment, and I feel like we've kind of come in around the same time and played against each other a lot of heated matchups, some of which I got the better of. But you know, I just want to say as your D partner, but more importantly your friend, just want to thank you how much you've been there for me and my family, myself, both on and off the ice, and it's a testament to how you are with yours, and you know, without them and without you being you, you wouldn't be here to be able to celebrate this. So, you know, I just want to say congratulations again to you, to Janie, the kids. It's pretty awesome to be by your side for a small portion of this, but couldn't be happier for you. Couldn't happen to a better person, better family man, and a better player.
Well, Petro, congratulations, my man. It's been an honor to be your teammate. See, especially you as a person, how much you care about not only your teammates, but especially your family, the way that you go about your business on a daily. You come in, do your work, and then you head home, and you're Dad of the Year every year. So pretty cool to be the first Golden Knight to skate in his 1,000th game.
Time for another break here on Nightlife. Coming up next, Petro puts on a mic for his 1,000th career game.
Going down, back up to Kaprizov. So if we cover that shot, he's got to go seam or back up to Boldy, but Boldy's a righty. Who cares?
Nightlife on Scripps Sports. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Nightlife.
Petro, congratulations. 1,000 games. You've had a great career. You've been a great leader on both organizations, somebody that everybody on the team trusts and everybody really values. You should be really proud of this accomplishment. I know I am. I know the coaching staff that worked with you in St. Louis are. This is a great day for you. Again, congratulations, bud.
Carlo Koliakovo here. Holy crap, 1,000 games. Feels like just yesterday I was your team partner kicking off your NHL career with the St. Louis Blues. Amazing that you've come this far. Amazing that you've hit this accomplishment. I mean, just added to the other amazing things you've done in your career, something I've been very proud to follow along with. As, you know, I like to look at you as like a brother from a different mother. I remember, you know, growing up with you in the NHL, I was there when you met your wife and, you know, Janie and the family and how they've grown and get to celebrate this moment with you as well. So congratulations, my friend, from me and my wife, Gina. We wish you nothing but the best, and we're so proud to celebrate this moment with you. So keep it up, my buddy.
It's hard to wrap your mind around 1,000 career NHL games. That's a lot of skating. We mic'd up Petro to share a glimpse of this special night.
Great shirt. A lot of his face on it, but obviously for a good reason. 1,000 games, that's a long time. He's done basically everything he can do in those times. Olympic gold, 2 cups, and now 1,000 games, so it's obviously an awesome career.
Well, Alex, how did the walk into the rink for game number 1,000 feel different than the 999 before it?
I'd love to say different, but for me, it's just kind of business as usual. The people in the locker room is what keeps you going. I go through, you know, all the games in my head, but the one thing I remember is all the laughs before the game, and all the guys give me a hard time today. So those are the things that you remember, and I think when you step away from the game, you remember those relationships more than anything.
It's a really incredible accomplishment. I mean, there's so many things that go into it. Obviously, you have the things behind the scenes and family support. Everyone who knows Petro knows that he has that, you know, in spades.
And his family is probably a big part of, you know, his career. It's cool seeing his kids grow up and be into hockey now, which is awesome. You know, he has the leadership qualities, obviously, coming from St. Louis, being a captain there and assistant captain here. So, you know, he's a good man, good teammate, and, you know, just pretty proud of him.
I play with a lot of great people throughout my years, and you always remember the great teammates. It's really important for me to kind of teach the young guys what I've learned, and hopefully I've been a good example for them.
Very popular teammate. Some of the things you don't see is like a guy like Petro will be the first guy to go to a younger guy that might be struggling. So not only is he a good player on the ice, take care of business, plays 23 minutes against good players every night, he takes care of his teammates.
You know, he's a great leader, and Petro, he's just a great guy and a great mentor. You know, he's been there for me since game 1.
Yeah, and you know what, Petro does it all. He can be the voice of reason, he can be the dictator, he can be the shut up and just go out there and play kind of guy. So he shows it in many ways, and I think for him, it's always he leads by on-ice example first.
I'm really looking forward to seeing my family on the ice. I think that's a special thing for me. The little things with my kids and my wife and my parents on the ice, that's kind of, I think, where it's going to hit me.
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight Alex Pietrangelo is skating in his 1,000th NHL game. Since being drafted 4th overall in the 2008 entry draft, he has gone on to amass 142 goals, 452 assists for 594 points, along with being a 2-time Stanley Cup champion. In honor of this remarkable accomplishment, General Manager Kelly McCrimmon is proud to present Alex Pietrangelo with this golden hockey stick commemorating this special moment.
That's awesome. Good luck, Petro. Enjoy it, man. Enjoy it.
Underway at the Fortress tonight in the first meeting of the season between the Golden Knights and the Wild. VGK swept the season series against Minnesota last year for the first time. Jonathan Marchessault looking to center it, deflected, score! Yeah! Marchessault's done it again! Yeah! Second straight game, a goal in the opening 30 seconds. It's 22 seconds in tonight.
What a strange goal. Come on, raise our level here, PP. Huh? Yeah, roger that. Heads up here. I got Miro. Heads up, heads up, heads up, heads up. Marty, keep, heads. You, Marty, go ahead, Marty. You got to punch. On you. I got speed. Go ahead.
He's a #1 D-man for a reason.
Speed, Wazzy. Marty, you got time there.
He's competitive in all areas of the rink. Sometimes I sit there just as his partner on the ice with him and thinking like, how the hell did he just win that battle? But he does. You know, he's a competitor. He's committed to all areas of the ice.
See, Wazzy, go forward with it.
Obviously gifted offensively. You know, obviously you can argue that penalty kill is maybe physically more taxing than power play would be, but I mean, he's still out there. He's getting up and down the ice. He's making the breakouts all the time. I mean, and then on top of special teams, he plays against the top lines, and he has pretty much his entire career. So it's not just a lot of minutes; it's hard minutes too.
Feet call. Yeah, he's going down, back up to Kaprizov. But if we cover that shot, he's got to go seam or back up to Boldy, but Boldy's a righty. Who cares? Make him go through 5-6. If he does it, good for him.
Pretty cool to say that I play with a guy that has the accolades that he does. Guys like him is what you strive to be later in your career.
Time for another break here on Nightlife. Coming up next, we sit down with Petro to relive that special night.
It's just a special thing to have, you know, when you have a family, to see them out there with me. The boys obviously skated around. They're a little nervous, but they got out there. Just to see my family there, my wife and the kids and my parents, it's a really special thing to me, especially everything we've gone through as a family in the last year, to share that moment with them.
Nightlife on Scripps Sports. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Nightlife. What a whirlwind this weekend has been. After the dust settled, Dave Gaucher got a chance to sit down with number 7 to reflect on his career as a whole.
Alex, it's been a few days now since game number 1,000 for you. I guess upon a little bit of reflection, what was the night like and what did it mean to you?
I guess it's all a little bit of a blur, right? You try and focus on the game, you try and do all that. It's just a special thing to have, you know, when you have a family, to see them out there with me. The boys obviously skated around. They're a little nervous, but they got out there. Just to see my family there, my wife and the kids and my parents, I think they're all a little bit nervous being out there in front of so many people, but it's a really special thing to me, especially everything we've gone through as a family in the last year, to share that moment with them.
So you mentioned your kids, and you get the 4, they're all there, and now they're getting a little bit older. Well, how much does it mean to you that they know what Dad does? Like, how much does that factor into you and what you do right now?
For sure, and you know, we walked into school today, and the kids were all excited because they saw, you know, them on TV, and you know, we asked them what they thought of the ceremony, and they said, well, not very good because Dad lost. So, you know, they understand the game. You know, last year going through the playoffs, they knew who we were playing, and it's pretty fun playing at this level when the kids start to understand, and especially my boys who are starting to play on their own team now. They're really starting to look up to me in that side of things, and keeps you going.
What would the 18-year-old that got drafted that night tell the 34-year-old that just played his 1,000th game?
Just to relax and enjoy the game and enjoy your time in the game. I think when you're 18, you almost get too wrapped up in the game, and I think that's when you have a family and kids, when you really step back and realize that, you know, it is a job, and we're going to do it to the best of our ability, but it's the people in the job that make it special coming to work every day.
Everyone calls you Petro. It's all I hear, Petro, but what is Squirrel Man all about?
Yeah, it's Marty. I can't focus for much longer than about 10 seconds on one thing. So they always say I'm chasing a squirrel somewhere trying to find it. So that's how it started.
You've done a lot of winning in your career, you know, World Juniors, World Cup, Olympics, 2 Stanley Cups. Where did you learn how to win?
Oh, that's a good question. I think that first feeling when you win at a high level was probably the World Juniors, right? Then I lost the next year, and you start thinking, okay, well, that feeling's not very good. I like the other side of it. And then you go to the Olympics on the biggest stage in the world with the best players in the world, and you win. And I think the Olympics for me was a good experience because I went in there as a, maybe a little bit of a lesser role. We had some outstanding defensemen that were there, and you kind of sit back and you learn, and you realize that, there's a role for everybody in the team, and you find a way to fit into that group. We did that, and I learned a lot from a lot of guys there that pushed their egos aside to find a role in that team. And then we came close a lot in St. Louis. We had some really good teams. We made it to the playoffs every year. And I think the closer you get to that is when you really start thinking like winning is way more fun than any personal accomplishment. Obviously this one is special for me. It's one that everybody tries to get to, and then when you win, all you can think of is, wow, I want to do that again.
You mentioned, you left a team that you captained to a championship in St. Louis. You come here and you had to kind of find what your role was going to be here. How would you identify what your role is with this group?
The one thing that I think I really wanted to try and do when I got here, and obviously you figure out how to do it, is continue to be a leader, right, on the back end. I mean, I think you got, me, Marty, and Naber, I guess, are the older three on the back end. I take a lot of pride in trying to help, guys, and it's not just on the ice, right? Life is a big thing, right? And you try and help guys navigate a lot of things, and life changes quickly in this game. And I think if I can help guys away from the rink too, I think that's an important thing. And just be a good teammate. That's the important thing. When I came here, it's obviously a big change, right? Anytime someone comes into a locker room, I just wanted to make sure I fit in and have fun coming to work.
What a special memory. That does it for this week's episode of Nightlife, VGK faithful. We'll be back next week. Same time, same place.